Welcome into Coach's Comments presented by Southside Auto Tech. Cristiano Simonetta with you, joined alongside by Stars head coach Russo. And Rocky, tough outing for your group on your home opener, a 4-1 loss against the Tri-City Storm. It started really well with Jack Silich scoring a power play goal at 16:31. What did you like about that play, specifically your guys' inability to quit despite Tri-City having the puck a couple of times on that sequence?
Oh, I thought we did a good job of extending possession there and winning some battles, some first touches to pucks. And, you know, when you're able to keep the puck in on a power play and they get a couple failed clears, generally you're going to have a good opportunity. And obviously Silly finds himself in front kind of all alone, and he redirects the puck behind Arseny Sergeyev and gives us a 1-0 lead.
And speaking of that goaltender, he made a couple of tremendous saves, Arseny Sergeyev. Did you sense there was frustration in your group when you had odd man rushes and maybe some chances where if you're playing against a different goaltender that's not 6'4" and has that acrobatic ability, you'd be rewarded for it, and then you look at the other way and Tri-City had that counterattack working all game long?
Oh, they did exactly what we told our guys they were going to do all night. They're going to blow the zone. They're going to stretch. They're going to count on you to turn pucks over through the neutral zone, and they're willing to gamble that you're going to do it. And obviously, in the second period, it was apparent that, you know, they played their game and we struggled with ours. But when we did get our chances, you know, I've been playing against that kid from, you know, all year last year and again this year. He beat us 2-1 last year. He stopped 62 of 63 shots. Like, you're not going to score on him unless you're on your game and you're willing to hit your spots. And I told the guys after the game, like, you had your chances and you shot at mid-net. Like, it's not going in. Like, you got to put it under the bar. You got to find those rebounds. You got to change his depth. And when you're coming around the corner and his feet are set, like, forget about it. There's a wall there. Like, you have to go to the far post. And that's a man thing. That's a willingness to do those things. And, you know, it's frustrating because, you know, I'm sure Caden wants the first one back. But if we get out of the first period 1-0, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves. Instead, they get a bit of a tough one on us there late in the period and make it 1-1 instead of 1-0.
And then their aggressiveness on the penalty kill, too. It's tough when you're facing a unit last year that allowed only 23 power play goals against on 197 opportunities. What did you see from their four guys when you guys would have that puck possession and knowing that there's ever a miscommunication, a little bounce, you're going to have 1, 2, maybe even 3 guys rush into that area?
Well, again, we knew what was going to happen. It's not like there's anything out there happening that we weren't prepared for. Now it's execution. And, you know, we had our outs on the power play. We had our puck support. We just didn't make plays. We bobbled pucks. We panicked. You know, that's just a learning thing that we have to go through here a little bit. And you know, I have to constantly remind myself that even though they look like men and they're talented like men, they're still very much boys. And so we have a lot of developing and growing to do. And you know, nobody won the Clark Cup tonight, but we learned a lot about ourselves and what we need to do to improve to be prepared to play next weekend.
2 games against Eastern Conference opponents so far, 1 now against the West. For you, coming from the North American Hockey League, do you sense a difference in the way those 2 groups of teams play?
You know, I think that I'd seen, obviously, Tri-City once already in an exhibition game, and so, you know, I think that they want to play a gambling style of hockey. It doesn't surprise me that they've been out in the first round of the playoffs for how many years, because that doesn't work late in the season and in the playoffs, and teams like Fargo are able to just get heavy on you and get above you and take that away. But during the regular season, and especially early in the year when you just practice stretching over and over again, and it works. It works, and they obviously are loaded with a ton of talent. So when those guys get chances, they're going to take advantage of them. So our guys need to, you know, they need to get some confidence and you know, find a way to bury a couple. And when we did have a couple chances that I thought absolutely were in the net, the Sergeyev kid comes out of nowhere and makes a save.
That was Coach's Comments presented by Southside Auto Tech. Stars head coach Russo. Lincoln drops this one 4-1 against the Tri-City Storm. They'll be back in action next Friday against the Sioux Falls Stampede here at the Icebox. We'll see you then.